Hello everyone, Robert Vazquez, Countrywide Realty Partners. We had a very successful meetup group, and we've had a lot of requests to kind of go over the information again on this little nice handy dandy book that I created right here to kind of go over the strategy that we're going to be discussing. So pretty much what we discuss is the BRRRR strategy. Now the BRRRR strategy has been around for a while, but someone coined it the BRRRR, which stands for buy, renovate, refinance, rent, and repeat. This is a strategy that investors can utilize. Investors meaning you. Everyday people can utilize a strategy to help build their rental portfolio and create additional sources of income. In other words, passive income. And this doesn't require a whole lot of money. So if you're watching this and you don't have a whole lot of capital to deploy, listen to this strategy, okay? It's very, very important. So pretty much, let me kind of give you a quick deal overview of something I'm working on. Myself and Joe, a business partner, we found a property for $50,000, okay? This $50,000 property can rent for $950 plus per month, okay? Now, after we make our improvements to the property, we're actually gonna add a little bit of square footage, which is not necessary in every deal, but the deal characteristics or the overview, the strategy is still applicable. We believe that we can increase the rents, but that's regardless. Regardless of the fact of us being able to increase the rents. Let me just dive right back into the deal characteristics. So we find a property for $50,000. We're going to put $25,000 into it. All right. Now, if you're listening to this, you're thinking, hey, I don't have $50,000 or I don't have an extra $25,000. Here's how we're going to do this transaction. Okay. Let's dive right into the deal. Let's dissect it. We're going to take out one loan, an investor loan. Okay. Taking out a loan that's going to cost you money, bad. Taking out a loan that's going to make you money, good, okay? So we're going to take out an investor loan. And where can you get one of these type of investor loans? Me, call me. So we're going to borrow pretty much $50,000 plus the $25,000 that's required for the renovation. So we're going to be into this transaction for $75,000, right? The down payment that's required is only 10% of that based on my programs. So I'm going to walk into this deal with only $7,500, okay? And that's going to allow me to purchase the property and add my renovation budget into the loan. So I'm into the loan for $75,000 less my 10%. Let's just keep it simple and say $75,000. So once I renovate the property, right? I bought the property. Now I renovate the property with $25,000. My next step is to refinance the property. So I take a new loan to repay the old loan. Now, the way that the new loan would work is that the new bank, which bank? Me, contact me, would give me a loan for 75% of the after repair value. So if I bought the property for $50,000 and I put $25,000 into it and I project that the ARV or the after repair value to be $120,000, 75% of $120,000 is $90,000. Okay. Now, if you guys watched my video yesterday discussing the tax-free strategy of doing cashing out, I could do a refinance, which is what I'd be doing. I'd be paying one loan off with another loan. So my new loan would be $90,000. Okay. You guys understand what I'm saying right now? That means that my new loan for $90,000 would put $15,000 back in my pocket. Why would I do that? Multiple reasons. Number one, it's free cash. I say free, I'm taking a loan out on it, but the rent that I anticipate on getting is going to cover the debt. It's going to service the debt, okay? So pretty much I'm going to buy a property for $50,000, put $25,000 into it, meaning the renovating. So buy, renovate. I'm going to refinance the property at 75% of the current market value or the after repair value, which gives me a new loan of $90,000, okay? I'm going to rent the property, okay? And let's take a step back. Now remember, I refinanced it. So this whole thing cost me receiving my initial $7,500 that I put into the deal. I get that back. Plus, I actually put 15 grand in my pocket, less closing costs, okay? But I put that money in my pocket. So far, once I refinanced, I actually made money investing. Strategy, pretty cool strategy, right? So now I have a new loan for $90,000, which I owe debt on, right? I owe a monthly obligation to. So what do? I find a renter, put that renter in the property. That renter pays me $1,200 per month. My debt service on $90,000 might be $650, $700 a month. I make the difference. So by me deploying the BRRRR strategy, what did I do? I invested into a property that the end loan would give me a 25% equity cushion. So now I have 25% in equity into this property Forget what I owe, I have 25% in equity, okay? I'm receiving several $100s a month in free cash flow. All I have to do is manage the asset. And I made $15,000 upon refinancing the transaction. So these are these little tips and tricks that, you know, real estate gurus or the financially literate people deploy, okay? These are strategies that aren't taught in school, and they're wonderful investment strategies. So I really, really, really hope that you guys fully understand what I just said, all right? Buy, renovate, refinance, or rent, refinance, and repeat. So what happens is, what am I going to do with the $15,000? If it cost me $7,500 to get into this one transaction, do you think that if I made $15,000, I wouldn't try to double what I just did so I can turn one property into three into six into 12? Do you kind of get where I'm going with this? It's a really cool strategy to help you guys build your rental portfolio and essentially replace your existing income with passive income, which is ultimately the end goal, right? If you guys want to learn more about this, or you guys want to learn more about the investor loan products that I utilize in order to deploy this strategy, contact me, Robert Vazquez, Countrywide Realty Partners, Countrywide Capital Group, Countrywide Mortgage Lenders, Vazquez Construction Development, Peak Title Professional. Guys, just call me, all right? Call me.